Why Point Nemo is the strangest place on Earth? Did you know there's a spot on Earth where you're closer to astronauts in space than to another human on land? Welcome to Point Nemo, the ultimate middle of nowhere. Stick around, because this place isn't just remote, it's packed with mysteries, bizarre science, and even sea monsters rumor. Let's get there. Alright, let's kick this off. Imagine a spot so isolated that the nearest piece of land is over 2,600 kilometers away. Welcome to Point Nemo, located at 48 degrees 52 minutes 6 seconds south and 123 degrees 23 minutes 6 seconds west. Basically, smack dab in the South Pacific Ocean. It's officially the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. Translation, the hardest to reach place on the planet. But the strange point is that you can't actually see Point Nemo in a traditional sense, like a landmark or an island, because it's literally a spot in the middle of the ocean, marked only by GPS coordinates. There's nothing physically there. No sign, no buoy, no land. It's entirely a conceptual point, the oceanic pole of inaccessibility defined by being the farthest spot from any land on Earth. If you were stranded here, your closest neighbors would probably be plankton. Not exactly the best company for survival tips. Now, how did this incredibly remote and lonely spot get its name? Back in 1992, a Croatian survey engineer, Hrvoje Lukatela, decided to solve a fascinating geographical puzzle. Where is the point on Earth farthest from any land? Lukatela used geospatial analysis software to calculate the exact location of the point, that is the same distance from the 3 nearest coastlines. He pinpointed this exact location in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean. But here's where it gets even more interesting. He decided to name it after Captain Nemo, the enigmatic and adventurous submarine commander from Jules Verne's classic novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The name Nemo, which means no one in Latin, is a perfect match for a place so isolated and uninhabited that even fictional characters might think twice about stopping by. It's a poetic nod to the isolation, mystery, and allure of the unknown, all rolled into one. Honestly, it's kind of fitting. If Captain Nemo had a holiday home, this would totally be it. But was there any sea monster in Point Nemo? Keep watching to find out. Now here's where things get wild. Point Nemo isn't just a lonely dot in the ocean, it's also a cemetery. For spacecraft. It's called the Spaceship Graveyard due to its use as a disposal site for decommissioned satellites and space debris. The vast empty expanse of water around Point Nemo makes it an ideal location for safely letting these objects re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and fall into the ocean. This practice helps mitigate the risk of space debris causing damage to inhabited areas and highlights the intersection of space technology and environmental stewardship. Space agencies around the world, including NASA and the European Space Agency, or ESA, use Point Nemo. This method underscores the efforts made to manage space debris responsibly, and ensures that even our space missions leave a minimal impact on our planet. Over 100 decommissioned spacecraft are thought to lie in the area. Can you just imagine chilling on a boat here and suddenly, boom! There goes a retired satellite. Fun fact, even the International Space Station is scheduled to end up here someday. Now let's get into the mystery part that you've been waiting for. In the 90s, a mysterious noise was picked up less than 2,000 kilometers east of Point Nemo. The sound, dubbed the Bloop, was louder than a blue whale, leading to speculation that it was made by some unknown sea monster, and had oceanographers all worked up. After much trepidation, NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, worked out that it was the sound of a giant iceberg fracturing and cracking. Not exactly the Jurassic Park vibe that you expected. Now the next question is, how is life at Point Nemo? Despite its remoteness, the area isn't entirely devoid of life. While large marine creatures are scarce, the region is home to a variety of plankton and microorganisms. These tiny life forms are crucial to the marine ecosystem, contributing to nutrient cycles and supporting larger marine species. The isolation of Point Nemo helps scientists study these microorganisms in a relatively undisturbed environment, offering insights into oceanic health and climate change. Point Nemo is so isolated that it's closer to the astronauts orbiting the Earth than it is to any humans on land. No wonder it's not exactly a hot tourist destination. Getting there requires advanced navigation, careful planning, and probably a good Netflix download for the trip. So, unless you're a fan of being really, really alone, Point Nemo might not make your bucket list. But here's the amazing fact, even the most distant location on our planet has a crucial role to play. From serving as a safe haven for space debris to being a natural laboratory for studying marine microorganisms, Point Nemo represents a fascinating intersection of geography, science, and technology understanding. Point Nemo helps us appreciate the complexities of our world, from its most remote corners to its critical roles in managing space technology. It is a reminder of how even the most isolated places on Earth can have profound significance and contribute to our understanding of both our planet and beyond. Who knew the middle of nowhere could be so important? Now, quiz time. Why do you think Point Nemo is called the Spacecraft Graveyard? A. It's the furthest from land. B. It's free parking for aliens. Or C. It's where retired astronauts vacation. If you said A, you nailed it. Its isolation makes it the safest spot to crash satellites without risking human lives. So there you have it. Point Nemo isn't just a lonely dot on the map, it's a hub for space exploration, a scientific treasure trove, and a symbol of just how big and mysterious our planet really is. If you enjoyed this journey to the middle of nowhere, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments. Would you visit Point Nemo if you could, or is it too far off the grid? Yes, you can go there if that's your thing, but don't expect a gift shop. Just punch those digits into your GPS and start sailing. And remember, once you're there, you've got just as far to go to get back to land. Don't forget to wave hello to the guys in space.